Welcome, dear souls, to this practice of Yoga Nidra. In this session, we will be focused on personal healing, whether it be of the mind, the emotions, or the physical body. As I'm speaking, close your eyes softly and take your time to get really comfortable. Lay on your back on a comfortable surface. Make sure that you're warm and that you've got support under your head and perhaps even your knees. Make as many small movements you would like now so that you can stay completely relaxed. Allow the gentle embrace of stillness to guide you towards a profound understanding of your inner landscape. A landscape which beckons us towards healing. Within each of us resides a wellspring of wisdom, a reservoir of insights waiting to be unearthed. Yet amidst the clamor of the external world, these whispers often go unheard. As we embark on this journey together, I invite you to cultivate a receptive heart and an open mind, attuned to the subtle murmurs of your soul. In the sanctuary of this practice, allow yourself to be enveloped by the soft voice of your innermost self, whether they manifest as thoughts, visions, sensations, or an intuitive knowing. May this practice serve as a conduit for profound self-discovery and profound healing, as we heed the sacred call of our inner wisdom. We will begin by focusing on relaxing the body, quietening the mind, and connecting with our breath. And the session will conclude with a visualization. The intention of this practice is to remain awake and aware. If you drift in and out of sleep, don't worry. Just simply return to the sound of my voice and continue to follow along. There's no way to do this wrong. However the practice unfolds for you each time is just as it should be. So many of us are busy trying to fix ourselves, focusing on what is wrong, when in truth we are perfect just as we are in this very moment. Nothing to fix or change. Just be present here and now. This is the most important moment in your life because it is where you are. Not in the past or in the future, but here, this breath. This breath. Now tell yourself that you will remain still until the practice is complete. Remaining in stillness. So if you have any other little movements that you'd like to make, do so now. We will begin by setting an intention for this practice. This intention, or sankalpa, is a deep, heartfelt desire from your soul, from the very core of your being. And it should take the form of a positive, short statement. Something like, I am healthy. I am calm. Take a few minutes now in silence to notice what is present, and also notice how saying this intention to yourself feels in your body. How does it make your body to feel to say these words to yourself? And you can use this sankalpa anytime, almost like a mantra, anytime you feel anxious or unsettled. even during this practice. If you feel unsure, uneasy, simply repeat your intention to yourself and stay with your breath. So just taking a moment now to cultivate that sankalpa, that intention for yourself, repeating it to yourself 3 times. If ever you experience swirling thoughts, anxiety, and stress, remembering that these emotions can be controlled with the breath and by reconnecting with our bodies. And so now during this part of our practice, let's direct our awareness to the body, part by part. Following along as I say each part of the body, not lingering on any one place, just following along. Bring your awareness to that point between the eyebrows, the hollow of the throat, the right shoulder, right elbow, middle of the right wrist, tip of the right thumb, tip of the index finger, tip of the middle finger, tip of the fourth finger, tip of the small finger, the right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, hollow of the throat, left shoulder, left elbow, middle of the left wrist, tip of the left thumb, tip of the index finger, tip of the middle finger, tip of the fourth finger, tip of the small finger, left wrist, left elbow, the left shoulder, hollow of the throat, heart center, right side of the chest, heart center, left side of the chest, heart center, solar plexus, navel center, right hip, right knee, right ankle, right big toe, tip of the second toe, tip of the third toe, tip of the fourth toe, tip of the small toe, right ankle, right knee, right hip, navel center, left hip, left knee, left ankle, left big toe, tip of the second toe, tip of the third toe, tip of the fourth toe, tip of the small toe, left ankle, left knee, left hip, navel center, solar plexus, heart center, hollow of the throat, the eyebrow center point, the whole body, the whole body, your whole body full of awareness. And now allow yourself to recognize any major emotional, physical, or life events that are occurring at this moment. Allow yourself to recognize your thoughts and emotions related to this without becoming attached to them. Simply observe. Let all stories concerning the event go. Scanning through your mind, the emotions, the physical body. And now imagine yourself sitting comfortably in front of a still pond. There is a leaf that hangs over the still pond, and it is filled with dew. As each drop of dew falls from the leaf into the still pond, it creates a ripple. Imagine that each drop is a thought or an emotion, or even a physical pain or stress or sensation. The thought or emotion or physical sensation arrives and it is present, but then it drifts away and becomes less and less important with each ripple outwards. Let it all arrive and then let it go. Being the observer. You are the observer. You are the witness. Watching each ripple outwards until it dissolves into nothingness. Notice your breath. Notice how easily and calmly you are breathing. Watch as each breath has its own natural rhythm. Allow each breath to slowly take its course. Focus your awareness on these breaths and feel every detail of them. Where do you feel the breath in your body? How does it feel? Is it a long breath? a short breath? Is it smooth? Is it rough? You may never have considered any of these questions before in relation to your breath. So just be the observer and breathe. And we can recognize that our breath changes according to our emotional state, our heart rate, excitement, and stress levels. Be grateful for each breath and let that gratitude wash over you and through your entire being. Our breath as a guide, as a teacher, awakening us to what is present each and every moment. And now count the breaths from 10 to 1. Focus only on the breath. Whenever your mind drifts away from counting back from 10 to 1, simply guide your attention back to your breath, beginning once more at 10. And don't worry if you find this hard to do. It's very normal for the mind to drift. Be gentle and patient with yourself and simply practice. So beginning now from 10 to 1, inhaling and exhaling. Even if you've not finished counting to 1, we will continue now. In this calm state, your mind is alert, but your body is deeply relaxed. You are standing on a path between an ancient forest and an expansive sea. You listen to the sound of the crashing waves beside you. You can hear the sounds of the ocean, gulls screeching, pounding of waves against the rocks below. You can feel wind touch your skin and smell the saltiness in the air. You breathe in the energy of the charged air and then turn to face the forest, walking into the forest along an open path. With each step you take into the forest, the sound of the ocean begins to diminish, softens, and becomes less present. With each step you take into the forest, you begin to take in the energy of the trees. Your senses are wide open. You can smell the earth, the trees, and other vegetation in the air. Your eyes take in the colors of the forest, the vastness of life that exists there. From the very majesty of the mighty trees reaching up to the blue sky, to the very minute, a small mushroom, a fleck of dirt, a single ant foraging in the earth. As you breathe here, you feel connected to all that surrounds you. And all that surrounds you is feeding you that which you need. The elements of nature are feeding you. Imagine now that all of your worries and concerns are dissolving down and out through your bare feet into the earth, into Mother Earth. Feelings of anxiety, pain, anger, fear, or worry are simply melting away with each breath, down and further down, dissolving down into the earth, where the earth then rejuvenates and revitalizes, and then draws back up and into this being that you are. The power of nature is filling your whole being with a sense of balance, wholeness, harmony. You breathe even more deeply as you notice that all of these concerns and worries and burdens that you have been carrying around with you are not as important to you as this sense of lightness in your heart, this healthy feeling of your body, and the brightness of your mind. You smile to yourself as you suddenly realize that you are once again on the path between the ancient forest and the wild and beautiful ocean. Your heart is light. Your mind is clear. Your body is whole. This feeling of pure joy is welling up inside you. You are alive. You are here in this life. In this awareness, welcome gratitude into your heart. Breathe into gratitude and know that you are worthy of all that there is in this life. You are worthy of all that this life has to offer. Breathe into peace and breathe into health. Breathe. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Now deepening your breath and coming back into the room. You can feel yourself in the room. You can feel your body. You can feel that gentle flow of your breath as you inhale and exhale. You can make some small movements now with your fingers and your toes. Gently opening and closing the eyes a few times just to bring full awareness of yourself in this space and awakening back into this day. Thank you so much for joining me on this healing journey. I hope that you were able to take some time to gently re-emerge into your day. If you can take even 10 or 15 minutes to sit quietly, read a book, maybe gaze at nature, I strongly encourage you to do so. The ripple effect of this session can settle in on a very deep level into your subconscious. So until next time, I hope that you continue on in this healing journey for yourself, taking much needed time for yourself. Be well.